So this is the brand new xTool WonderPress, and I'll be honest, I've never used a heat press, I've never done sublimation, and I've never touched DTF before in my whole life, but I've gone all in on this one, and I've bought all the materials, all the blanks, everything I need, and today I'm going to try and learn this from scratch, and judging by the size of these boxes, I think I might have underestimated just what I've got myself into. But let's do it, and let's do it together. I didn't want to take you through the unboxing because you'll probably see loads of those videos. I thought I'd get straight into the meaty part of it, and that is a look of the unit itself. So you can see my table there, and you can see the UV in the background. This thing is massive. I mean, I say that in a good way. It feels really sturdy. It's lovely quality. Initial thoughts are that this is a well-engineered machine. It does come with the heat press module installed, and I love the fact there is even a cushion included with the xTool branding on, of course. So let's turn this thing on and we'll see what happens. But as you can see, it goes straight into that DTF screen. Let me show you the settings here. To see the user interface, we have a rotating knob here that allows us to switch through different elements. By default, it's set to DTF to cotton. If I press in, it will give us all the different presets, which is really cool. This is classic xTool here, where they pretty much make this easy as to go. You don't have to guess the settings. They've already gone through and obviously pre-set all the settings. So we'll be testing those definitely. What you can also do is you can check on the temperature by scrolling there, and you can even set it manually with that same rotation. Really nice feature. Then if we move across, we can set the time manually as well. We can apply the different pressures, and this one goes all the way up to 100 kilograms, which is massive. But you can also refine it down if you need to, and I love the fact that that's possible. And then this on the end is the automatic mode. I'll show you what automatic mode is. Click the play button, it will automatically press down, it will press your material, and it will automatically come up again when you're finished. That's a great feature. I'm currently pressing, there isn't anything in there, but you can see it counting down. Let's wait till the end and let's see what happens. And as you can see, it's finished and it is raising up. That's a really great feature, very user friendly. There is also a handle at the bottom, so you can pull this out. You can place your garments on there or whatever else you need to, as you can see. But this thing is huge. Look at the size of that thing. But I love it. I mean, let me give you a look at the inside. You probably won't get to see those very much. So what I will say is this is a prototype unit. So there are elements of this that could change from the released one. But I have to say, for a prototype, and as someone who designs prototypes, this is well manufactured. This huge pile of goodies, these are all the blanks. I've got mouse mats, coasters, metal plates. I've got soap. I have got candles. I've got t-shirts. Everything you can think of, I am going to be testing this thing out. And I'm going to do something in this video today. But I just wanted to show you guys what you've got to come. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss it. One other thing I purchased with my own money is a sublimation printer. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly. We are going to try absolutely everything. Another thing that no one's mentioned yet is there is an xTool Studio app coming out. And on that app, you can see this WonderPress has its own control terminal. You can control it and do all of your unique settings on it, and every element of it is in here. It even shows you how to use it, shows you the current temperature. We will be testing that out in the future, but I wanted to show you guys that as well. So I promised you all some action in this video. I don't have a DTF printer, but I ordered myself some DTF logos. My wife is always asking me to get her a branded t-shirt, so I thought, let's make one in this first video for my wife. Now this is a good time for me to tell you guys, like I reminded you at the start of the video, I've never done this before. I'm gonna try it for the first time on camera, so it could go wrong. And if it does go wrong, I will show you everything that I've done wrong. But we're learning, we're moving together, so let's take this, put it in that, and let's see what we get. We're gonna lay it out. I'll make sure I actually get it the right way around. And on the xTool ads that I've seen and all the videos, they lay it around, and they tend to kind of tuck it underneath, and they usually do some kind of press on it first just to flatten it out. So I'm going to try that. So that took 10 seconds. I let it press. Thinking about it, I probably should have put something on this material here just to protect it, and I will do that when I do the press. We are off to a good start because it has smoothed it out. So now I can take this DTF, put it on there, and hopefully we can press it on. Now, I did read that you should use butcher paper to stop any dirtiness transferring onto the shirt, so I will be applying that as well. In terms of placement, I am going to freestyle this. I'm sure there is a good way of doing it, and I promise you I will learn it. But at the moment, I am just going to tape it in what looks like the right area. We'll find out soon enough. And I am using this plastic heat-proof tape to hold it down. And then the last bit. So let's put it back in. So it's automatically going down as soon as I close it. So you could actually batch produce these if you wanted to. I like that it does that. Now we're going to find out if I've done this the right way or if I've done it the right way. Let me show you. We've got the 8-second countdown. Here is the moment of truth. It is my first thing ever with it. I am going to see how this works. Moment of truth. I am going to peel it. Oh, I mean, there's a little tiny bit that hasn't adhered. I think that's where I've done it the wrong way. But let me show you this. This was literally the outcome, and it looks brilliant. This is made by someone who has no experience with a heat press. And I tell you what, I think I could like this, and I think I could get pretty good at it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the placement. I had so much fun doing that one. I've got my own polo shirt that I purchased as well. This is polyester. Let's see if it works the same way with polyester. In we go. I have pressed it. To change it to polyester, and I'm going to press that. We're going to switch here and we're going to go down DTF to polyester. Good. I'm going to press that play button, and as you can see, so there we go. My new one is in there. I'm going to push it back in. It should auto start. It did auto start. As you can see, it's going down again. Hopefully we get 1 out of 1, and I will be wearing this to show you it after. Out we go. Let's have a look at this. Are we going to have 2 for 2? Yes, we are. Polyester completed. So we've now done polyester and we've done cotton for our first ever things that we've done, and that has come out so nice as well. That is absolutely incredible. So what do we think, guys? That is looking good. I mean, the placement's a bit off, but for a complete beginner, I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Now that we've finished with the heat press, we are actually going to replace it, and the way you do that is you pull it out and then you can lift it. You have to be careful because it is obviously warm, but what I will say is this perimeter area here, it's not even hot, which is great. The heat distribution was really even across it, and as you can see, it's got a mating piece there that sits directly, if I show you, into this heating module connector there. Let's put the other modules in and take a look. Now we've got the 3D form module, and my office is officially getting messy because it comes with so many attachments and cool things. So I wanted to show you what this looks like. It handles on the side. There is also a button you push in, which basically, if I can show you, it makes those hooks go outward and then they can clip into those bits. There are pogo pins there which line up there. So what you've got to do when attaching it, so you line it up and then you basically push those 2 bits I showed you upwards. And then what it does is it will drop straight down into place. That was super easy. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to try and show you the list of accessories. It comes with a lot, I tell you. Number of accessories. And I love the fact that there are machined aluminium. They look almost like jigs. I'll have to find out what these are. There's also an aluminium extrusion here, another thing. Look at this cute little teddy bear, we like him. Then there are literally some wooden carved presses. We're going to be using these to make molds, I imagine. And there's a wooden block. I'm not sure what these bits do yet. We can find that out in the next videos. But there is also this perforated metal plate, and then our main frame, which comes into 2 parts on top of it. And I almost forgot, it comes with lovely, lovely pink gloves. So this part drops down on top of it, and I did notice that this part here sits on there, and I believe that is a jig for, it comes with some badges. I'm not sure if the release version will come with this, but this version does, and I'm guessing they sit in there and it allows you to form them. Excellent. And finally, we have the oven, which I have also put in, but just like the other thing, it literally just drops in place really simply if you locate it correctly like I have done there. And then it can obviously go in. This will come down and trap the heat in there. So this top bit can come off. That gives us access to the grill there, which is currently taped down. And within it, there is also a little Velcro pad, and then there's an oven there. So this is really cool. I'm interested to see this one in action and see how it works. And it slides in and out as we've seen with the others. And once again, you get your own pink gloves. That's good, I guess, if you're going to buy these individually. At least you get gloves with each one. So there you have it, guys. We have shown you this little beauty right here, the WonderPress. So we've put the heat press into action today. I haven't forgot about the 3D form and the oven. I have got videos lined up for those in the coming days. So stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss those. Today is just giving you a little taster. But if you have any questions about the size, the footprint, what it can do, put them in the comments below and I'm going to try and get you all of those answers. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you again soon.